Coming right up, the Knicks taking on the Raptors. For the New York Knicks, kind of a seesaw affair over the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than a 500 team. They look to tip that balance with the win here. Raptors. Knicks is next. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Anunoby out there with Precious Achiuwa. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at center. And for Toronto, the guard set is Quickly and Barrett. Sarr out there with Barnes. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. GA, we are right in the thick of the season. What's an overlooked challenge for these players right now?
Staying fresh. You have to take care of your body and your mind. That'll pay dividends in the stretch run.
Quickly against Brunson. Quickly looking it over. Pass to Pirtle. Outside, Barrett. 2 on the clock. Shoots the 3. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Hart. Back to Brunson. Here's Achiuwa. Brunson with it. And there's a whistle. That goes on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Brunson finds Anunoby. New York moving it around. Barrett against Hart. Some solid defense from Pirtle. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Shot from 12. That one rolling around and rims out.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Takes the 13-footer. Brunson, no good. Here's the Raptors with the ball. This, their first look at this year's New York squad.
2 division rivals facing off tonight. They'll see one another 4 times this season.
2024, Brent, was a momentous year for Scotty Barnes. His first All-Star appearance.
Well, Kevin, an amazing accomplishment for such a young player, but it feels like we're just scratching the surface. There's been so much exploratory with Scotty Barnes. What I'm interested in the maturation process is when Scotty makes winning the most important thing, where he's pushing his teammates and taking on responsibility. That's when he's going to cross over into superstardom.
That's good from Barnes. We love young Scotty Barnes. He can shoot, he can defend, and he can really pass. Brent, he seems like the ideal wing.
Well, there's a lot of things there, Kevin, that are very good. You don't become an all-star at that position without those kind of abilities. But the responsibility of playing winning basketball consistently, let's see how that plays out for Scotty moving forward. Now, something I think everyone notices about Scotty Barnes is that infectious enthusiasm. The guy celebrates every big play for him or his teammates.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Here's Barnes. It's good.
Inside, Barnes knows he has to fully commit. You don't finish against contact by going in there with half the effort.
Brunson surveying the D. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here is Pirtle. Here's Barrett. It's rebounded by Towns.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Hart the pass to Brunson. Here's Towns. A second chance effort, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all.
The Knicks shooting their first foul shot of the night. After a flurry of trades last season, Toronto, Brent, seems to be committed to build around Scotty Barnes.
It does feel that way, Kevin, that Scotty is the cornerstone guy, but I don't know if they really feel like he is truly their number one. They're recognizing his talent, but there's still a lot of work to be done to rebuild this Toronto Raptors roster.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Towns against Pirtle. Towns kicks to Brunson. Sinks the three-pointer. Brunson's got 5 now.
I don't know. Why is it lefties like Brunson just make it look so much better when you're firing the rock?
Pass to Barrett. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Hart.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Passes it to Brunson. Barrett against Hart. Shot clock at 6. Toronto grabs the miss. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, but when you shoot a percentage in the low 30s as a team, and they did that in that game, it is just not going to be your night.
Yeah, you check the stat sheet and you can dominate just about every other facet of the game, but it's not going to make up for anything if you shoot the ball at such a low percentage.
Now, here's Barrett. Still without a basket.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Now here's Barnes. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. Good D by Anunoby.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced Comiskey.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy ones.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. You know, Brent, Josh Hart, and here's a look at some numbers for Jalen Brunson.
Small crew, big hearts. One more time, Theo. Let's hear it for your Raptors. Little ball.
Outside, Barrett. And he banks in the layup.
Using some muscle there on the finish. I like seeing Barrett be active inside.
New York leading by 4. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Spoke earlier with Darko Rajakovic. Now, Coach said they need to take away Jalen Brunson's weapons and make him make plays, especially from outside. Coach said Brunson is a great distributor. He gets all of his teammates involved. We need to take away his weapons and make him shoot the three. We'll see if the defense can do that. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. It's blocked.
That's the kind of defense you love seeing from Achua. Like how engaged he was there.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Barrett kicks to Barnes. And it's off from three-point range. The Knicks have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome today.
Here's Barrett, following the score by New York. Here's quickly. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Achua finds Brunson. Over quickly. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Now quickly. Still yet to score. Bertle the pass to Quickly.
Defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Down low, Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Toronto calls timeout. Brent, when you survey the whole new group and a new group in for the Knicks, Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Bridges comes in for OG Anunoby. Cameron Payne's checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Rose in for Jalen Brunson. Now here's Brown. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Knicks.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
When you make the most of second chance opportunities and you're in there and active, boy, that can really put a lot of pressure on the defense.
Shooting two.
First one falls for him. And Brown drops them both. And you think about rookies coming into the NBA, it seems, Brent, that veterans are a little bit easier on the rookies now than they were in the past.
I think we romanticize, Kevin, a lot of those stories that we heard from the old days about veteran players giving it to the younger players. And certainly that's going to happen, especially at the beginning of the season. But these guys have known each other for a long time, and these friendships and bonds have started from years ago. So a little bit less and less, but it's still fun to poke at the rookies just a little bit.
And that one misses.
A lot of people like Mitchell Robinson because he does what he's told to do, and that is stay in the lane. It's where he does a lot of damage, both defensively and offensively.
Now here's Brown. Olynyk finds Brown. Just 5 to shoot. It's tipped. Now here's Bridges. Dick defending. The pass to Payne. Some nice passing by New York here. There's the drive. Boucher with the rebound.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Let's pause for a moment to show you the teams that have been the best on the glass over the course of the month. Number 1, the Raptors. In third, the Knicks.
What a run it's been for both these clubs in terms of their rebounding. Two physical teams on a collision course here tonight.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
Shooting two.
That free throw good from Brown. That one misses. Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
Pass to Boucher. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Rose against Mitchell. Ball's knocked loose. Now here's Rose. He has yet to score. Here's the floater.
Well, a chance to check out Mikal Bridges here. How his last 10 games have gone. Averaging about 15 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he really anchors him defensively with that tenacious play on that side of the ball.
He loves to get up into the uniform of his opposition and make you work for everything that you get offensively.
Free throw drops for Rose.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
Rose hits them both.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Brown kicks to Olynyk. Back to Brown. And he drives in and finished off by Brown.
And Olynyk doing a nice job just keeping the symmetry out there.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for New York. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Achua. And Boucher sends it back. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Four on the shot clock. Here's Bridges. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Mitchell. Excellent D that time from Robinson. So for New York, their last game, a win against the Pistons.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Rose against Mitchell. Passes it to Boucher. Now the pass to Brown. This one for 3. Oh, good on that one.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Payne's shot is good. And the Knicks lead by 16.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
56 seconds left here in the first quarter. And here is Brown. He has 5. Pass to Olynyk. Back to Brown. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And again, Toronto no luck. New York leading by 16. Here's Bridges. Here's Robinson, and Robinson throws it down hard.
Not a coach in the league would be displeased with that kind of energy and effort that Mitchell Robinson showed there.
Poked away. And now Rose running the floor all by himself. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Mitchell against Rose. Feeds it to Olynyk. Looking to end the run. No good on the last second attempt there. We're at the end of the first quarter. And what a blowout already in this one. It's the Knicks opening up a huge gap. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Knicks team out there today.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
The Knicks leading by 20. And New York looking at who they've got. Mitchell Robinson out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now, here's Quickly. Hasn't made one yet. Anunoby against Barnes. It's tipped. Clock at 4. And stolen by Anunoby. The offensive rebound. Out to Brunson. Another shot. That's tipped. Barnes looking around. Saw the pass to Abaji. Here's Quickly. 17 points in his last outing. 6 on the shot clock. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Barnes, count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And shooting off the catch, Scotty Barnes has built out that part of his game.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, "We're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on." Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. Now, here's Quickly. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Quickly with it. Brunson covering. 16 feet away. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And Brent, you hear some players now having their shooting motion analyzed with optical recognition. More data for the shot doctors.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis?
That free throw, no good.
There might not be a guy with more heart than Karl Anthony Towns. From his words to his actions, this is a guy who cares about the game and his fellow players.
R.J. Barrett's checked in for Chris Boucher. He hits the second from the line.
You know, the size, talent, and fearlessness of Towns is a lethal concoction, a prime-time player who poses many problems for the defense.
Now here's Barnes. 6 points for him. Pass to Abaji. And And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
And you look at Brunson. He's all the way up there at number 3 in the Eastern Conference fan voting.
And you'd be crazy not to give him your vote. What he's done this season has been nothing short of spectacular.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend.
Well, you know, Scotty's working on that shot. I like him getting inside, though. That's where he can use that touch.
Pass to Towns. Here's Anunoby. Lets it go with a 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And the pass to Barrett. To the paint. Towns with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. And here they go. And he makes that one.
Gritty play by a gritty player, Josh Hart. Hard to deny him.
For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Abaji. Defended by Hart. Pass to Abaji. 5 to shoot. Knocked loose. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for OG Anunoby.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg, yeah, showing off the bunny. And so it's New York with it. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Towns kicks to Hart. And Brunson has it in the corner. Over quickly. The kick out to Towns. Here's Anunoby. And it's denied. They get it back from the arc. And Towns, the bucket on the assist by Brunson. Towns has got 13 points.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Toronto calls timeout. Switch here. Hurdles checked in. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at New York. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, the Toronto Raptors just way behind.
Well, I think for New York, they've already shown they're going to be a dangerous team this season. It's just a matter of whether or not they can take that next big step.
Yeah, still wonder about them. It hasn't happened quite yet. Just slightly behind the conference leaders. They're poised to make a push for that top spot in the standings once we get into the heart of the season.
Abaji. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Contact on the shot, but OG ready for it.
And so quickly we'll bring it up for Toronto. The numbers will back it up, Brent, but when you watch OG Anunoby, it's easy to see why he is an elite defender.
Yeah, Kevin, he's been slept on by a lot of casual fans around the NBA, but trust me, diving deeper into the numbers, OG's defense is elite. He's got that strength, he's got the wingspan, he's got great instincts, and he is daunting for any would-be scorer that wants to put points on the board.
The Raptors making a switch here. Dick's checked in. Clock at 2. And the Raptors miss again.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Now, here's Hart. He had 10 points in the win against Detroit.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Brunson with a clean look. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists in the game. For Toronto, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Quickly against Brunson. And it's quickly missing. The Knicks have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Barrett against Hart. Left side, Towns. Puts it up from 17, and the Knicks good for 2.
Silky smooth there from the mid-range. Cat's mechanics on that jump shot are excellent.
Pass to Barrett. Gets that one to drop. That's his third field goal in 8 tries.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. You know, whether he's coming off the bench or Brenters, Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Barnes. Bruce Brown comes in for Barrett. And it's Mitchell in for Quickly. And a new group in for the Knicks. Achua, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Mikal Bridges comes in for OG Anunoby. Cameron Payne's checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Rose in for Jalen Brunson. And it's Rose penetrating. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. In Toronto, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Mitchell dishes to Brown. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Defensive foul.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
For Toronto, they have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
One shot.
That free throw good from Brown. Here's Payne.
Raptors.
Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Thursday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Sunday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets.
And looking at the Minnesota matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
And the first one drops. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. In Toronto, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Dick with it. Achua's on him. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. 6 to shoot. It's Dick on the wing. Rose with the ball. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here is Pirtle. Now Dick. Nothing on the board. Pirtle's shot is off. To the middle. Here's Payne. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet.
People talk about 3-and-D with Bridges, but he can pass it too.
Passes it to Pirtle. The dish to Mitchell. Brown outside. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Payne passes to Towns. Bridges dishes to Towns. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Chris Boucher's checked in for Jakob Berger.
Chris Boucher.
Here's Brown. 8 points for him. To the wing right side. Boucher kicks to Mitchell. The kick out to Brown. Clock is at 3. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Towns. A 29-point game for him in the win against Detroit.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Toronto, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Mitchell with it. Achu is on him. Mitchell kicks to Boucher. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Now here's Payne. 7 points in the game. Towns for 3. Offensive rebound. Back to Payne. And there's the pass to Achua. Towns. And it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got 17.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Brown with it, working on Payne. Brown's shot is good. 12 points for him.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And Towns throws it down.
And this is what Towns is capable of. He's an incredibly gifted offensive weapon who can score at all 3 levels.
Now here's Brown. He's got 12. Really left alone that time.
Well, he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Outside, Towns. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Olynyk's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 3rd assist on the night. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Rose. And the shot is good.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
Here's Olynyk. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Payne driving to the basket. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
And so it's New York having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy bunnies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, we should be fine.
We'll see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. The first half was all about Karl Anthony Towns. He ended up with 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. It's been quite a night so far for him. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Knicks.
When you can generate second-chance points the way they have, you should have the lead. It's been a massacre on the offensive glass. They're running multiple guys through the window, showing great effort and toughness.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
They're getting abused in the paint defensively, letting their opponents set the tone. You can't match up physically, you're toast. That's what the scoreboard is reflecting right now. Toast with butter.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at him.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. On the perimeter, it's Barrett and Barnes. Round out there with Song. And it's quickly in at the point. That's the groove starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Toronto's shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Barnes against Hart. On the wing quickly. The 11-footer, and that's off the glass and in. Quickly's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Raptors. Brunson against Quickly. Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple seasons.
First free throw is good.
And how about JB? Jalen Brunson, since that free agent move in 2022, really raising the level of his play.
Pirtle, he's checked in for Toronto. And both free throws good for Brunson.
Well, the lefty listed at 6'1", Jalen Brunson, is a bit of a different matchup. He's just so physical, and he can play on and off the ball. Dare I call it funky?
Now, here's Quickly. The Knicks pull it in.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Quickly against Brunson. Towns, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second personal
And
foul.
nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Towns drops them both. Here's Quickly. Pass to Pirtle. Hard against Barrett. Pocket 6. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Barrett's got 8 points.
Sometimes you got to be patient, let the play develop. Barrett looking comfortable operating in these screen and rolls.
And Brunson gets it to go.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's quickly Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. Misses in close. Hard against Barnes. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And Hart playing with his right now, just going all out.
For New York, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Hart.
Yeah, I know this gets said a lot. Josh Hart plays with heart. It's true, though. This guy's a fantastic competitor, plays with energy on both ends, and it's infectious for his teammates.
And Hart drops them both. Now, here's quickly. Pass to Barnes. To the inside. It's rebounded by Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hart, that's good.
Well, the paint is where Hart does a lot of damage. He'll finish in there at close range.
Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Quickly the pass to Sarr. Got a piece of it. Oh, trying for it, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for Toronto.
And their guards are taking on the majority of the passing and assisting for the team. Just as you might expect, the bigs doing their part by getting to good spots inside and making themselves available.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. And Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
Yeah, D.A., it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. Now, here's Barrett. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his 2nd.
That's on Jalen Brunson.
Pirtle's frame is thin, but he is a physical big man, one who's good at getting the D to be overly aggressive inside.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And he can't get the first one. For Jakob Poeltl, his parents paved the way for him to become a professional athlete. And I'd say, Brent, they did a good job.
Well, it's a good point, Kevin. They were doing some blocking of their own, just not basketballs like Jakob does. Both of his parents, members of the Austrian national volleyball teams, and building some roofs on some people trying to put down a few slams. And Pirtle's been such a consistent role player on the teams he's been on. A guy who takes high percentage shots, defends with some purpose, and plays really hard for his teammates.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 12. Passes to Towns. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Pirtle. Looking to get back on track here. Brunson with some nice D.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in. Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Just 3 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Hart, that's good.
Hart does a little bit of everything on the offensive end. He creates, he can score. This time knocks down the 3.
Quickly kicks to Barrett. Shoots it up. And again, no good by Toronto.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Count it, good. Brunson's got 14.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Out to Barrett. Offline with his 3. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And that one's good. Towns.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Now, here's Quickly. The pass to Barnes. Back to Quickly. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Quickly's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, don't let Quickly's build fool you. He can compete inside against some tough opponents.
Back to Brunson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
The Raptors shooting is leaving some to be desired, just 36% here in the 3rd quarter. Outside, Barrett. Puts up a 3. Robinson pulls it in.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Here's Barnes. The Knicks making the shot. Tipped away. It's Barrett on the wing. Pirtle inside. Defended by Towns. Here's Sarr. Pass to Pirtle. Tries again. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Barrett against Hart. Pass to Brunson. Now here's Towns. Here's Barrett. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's Brunson. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Brunson's got 10 points in just the second half. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Barnes against Anunoby. Barnes left side. On the wing quickly. Stolen by Brunson. One-on-one fast break. And Barnes sends it back.
There's the length. Tough to get over Scotty Barnes.
Right side Barrett. Pass to Quickly. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Both teams deciding to change it up. The Knicks have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Rose against Mitchell. Over to the left wing. Sims kicks to Hart. Bridges deciding where to go with it. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Bridges has got 6 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Abaji. No scoring in this one. Now the pass to Dick. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Now here's Rose. He has 6. Here's Sims. Pass to Hart. Launches it. And again, New York with the triple.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Pass to Dick. And here is Olynyk. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Can they get it? Boucher's shot is off.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Now here's Rose. It's Hart on the wing. From the arc. The kick out to Rose.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Passes it to Hart. Fires for 3. They grab their own miss.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Mitchell finds Boucher. Here's Dick. 1:37 left to play in the third. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses. The Raptors third.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Free throw drops for Dick.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Davion Mitchell. Achua, he's checked in for New York. He's off on the second. New York's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. They get the rebound. Off target at the rim.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Here's Brown, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Rose. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Knicks.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
And there's been another bonus to what's happened with them tonight, and that's the offensive rebounding. They're boxing out. They're getting up extra shots. That could be a difference maker in the result.
That one is off.
And they are shooting themselves in the foot here. They've lost their touch at the line. The percentage continues to drop from where it was in that first half.
Payne, he's checked in for the Knicks. And he's good on the second. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 1:04 left in the third. And that one is good. Rose has got 8 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them. Round
kick still in it. Throws against Brown. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9. So it's the Knicks now. Reaches up top. Dick defending. Snatched up. Sims. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Yeah, second chance points again. A huge problem for this team.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Brown the pass to Abaji. Shoots over Payne. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Achua's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Rose kicks to Bridges. Here's Achua. And so it's New York holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Right back, man. Let's go score, stop, score here. Everyone talk defensively. Get stops and then let's go. Let's go. Make the game easy for each other. Make plays. Get your spacing.
And defense obviously so important to Coach Thibodeau.
I mean, he wants his team to get stops and leak out fast. Fundamental basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Cameron Payne. Also Garrett Temple out there. And it's Achua in at the 4 slot. Here's Dadier. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Some players, Brent, have claimed entertainment is emphasized over competition. What do you think?
Well, I think there's a great balance, and the league does a great job of promoting its stars. But at the end of the day, Kevin, trust me, guys who are out here have a love for the game, a passion for the competition, and that's what we want to see.
That's good from Payne. Payne hits them both. Here's Shed. The pass to Dick. Now here's Boucher. He's guarded closely. Pass to Abaji. Here's Fernando. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Pass to Sims. He kicks to Payne. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. Toronto with the ball. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Passes it to Fernando. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. Do you think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, it doesn't feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all.
The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Payne dishes to Temple. Driving the lane. Payne gets a wide open look, and he's good on the three ball. Payne's got 7 points for the quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
With the helper.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Now here's Payne. He's tightly guarded. Rebound by the Raptors. Here's Shed. It's Dick on the wing. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Now here's Payne. Tight defense on him. Back to Temple. Shot clock at 5. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
There's the pass to Dick. Inside, here's Shed. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Sars checked in for Chris Boucher. And it's Mitchell in for Dick. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Robinson's checked in. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Payne, one of those guys like a water bug, just slippery on the inside, and you can't find him.
Mitchell outside. Goes back up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Toronto, Davion Mitchell. Taking 2 shots.
2.
The first free throw is good. It's checked in for the Raptors. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. New York has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes.
R.J. Barrett. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Temple. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Raptors. Outside, Barrett. Some solid defense from Robinson.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Oh! My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now, here's Mitchell. Payne covering. Onside, Barrett. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Abaji. Just 4 to shoot. Over Temple. Shot clock reset for Toronto. Here's Fernando. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Man, that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
At the line for one, Bruno Fernando.
Every team eventually goes through a coaching change, Brent, and how jarring is that when it happens, for instance, at midseason?
Well, Kevin, it can be pretty devastating for some teams, but for other teams, that change could be refreshing. And a lot of times, if the coach has had a longer tenure with a team, you can feel like a fish out of water with a new voice coming in.
14 foul. At the line for two, Ochai Agbaji.
Two.
The first one falls. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Garrett Temple. He hits both from the stripe. So it's the Knicks now. Pass to Towns. And Sarr pulls it down. Toronto shooting just 34% from the floor. Passes it to Abaji. In the league, trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
6 to shoot. Here's Payne, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's his third personal foul. 13 foul. At the line for the Knicks, Cameron Payne. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Payne. And the Raptors making a change here. Pirtle's checked in. Anunoby, he's checked in for New York. Payne hits them both. Mitchell with it. The pass to Abaji. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Down low, here's Robinson. Softly dumps in the floater. 8 points for Robinson.
Some footwork and some finesse from Mitchell Robinson.
Mitchell against Brunson. Here's Pirtle. The shot, no good. Towns with the defensive effort. Here's Payne. Banked in off the glass. Payne's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Pass to Song. Stolen by Robinson. Barrett against Anunoby. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
At the line for your Raptors. 2 shots.
2 shots.
Free throw good. Sarr. Rose, he's checked in for New York. That one is no good. And so it's Rose bringing it up for New York. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
Pass to Barrett. Looking to end his cold spell, and the layup is good.
There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Rose against Mitchell. Rose, that's good.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
Rose against Mitchell. Passes to Barrett. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter 3 the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive abilities.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Anunoby, one of those star players in the league that you don't really look at the numbers to see how he impacts the game overall. It's the intangibles that make him special.
Achua, he's checked in for Robinson. And the second free throw, good. The Raptors shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. And there's the pass to Barrett. The shot will not fall. Good D by Anunoby. Now Payne. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
Inside, here's Towns. Yes, it's Rose with the assist that time.
The assist.
Rose has got 3 assists now in this one. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
2 minutes remaining in regulation time.
Here's Sarr, and it's blocked. Rose with the ball. Now defended by Sarr. Good on the shot. Towns has got 27 points.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Mitchell passes to Pirtle. Here's Abaji. Shades over Payne, and that one's good, Abaji.
Now, Pirtle, as a big, such an unselfish player, always willing to make the extra pass.
New York's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on 3.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Knicks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Karl Anthony Towns.
I liked his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes in, the scouting, the intel work, to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, that stuff starts at the NBA draft.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them, complete control.
And so it's New York with it. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth. Achua finds Rose. Shot clock at 6. Here's Anunoby. Kept alive by New York. Towns, no luck. To the paint, here's Mitchell. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Great pass, Barnes with tremendous feel for the game.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for New York. Problem for New York as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Hey, thanks a lot, Carl. A lot of players got in on the action offensively. When you get it rolling as a team, how good can you be?
I mean, it's awesome, to get a chance to keep the defense guessing. We did a great job of that tonight. We did a fabulous job. We let our defense be our offense tonight, and that's when we were at our best, that's what happens.
It certainly was great on the floor tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.